Podcast City Network. Hey guys, we're here for another exciting episode of Fixed Edge, episode 15. And man, we got a lot to talk about. We weren't able to bring anything to you last week because S Money had to go to Vegas. It was very, very important. We're so sorry that had to happen, but he has come back. And man, I was Vegas, man. Was a little wild out there?
It's always anybody that's been out there knows how nice it is out there. I want to get a part-time home over there in Henderson here pretty soon. But
oh yeah.
Unexpectedly, I'm sorry, I had to fly out. Just a few meetings and the different things. A lot of stuff we're working on. Don't want to give away too much of that.
Yeah, don't want.
You know, we've been struggling with the web developer. We have now fired the guy and moved along to someone that should wrap us up here within the next 2 weeks, no longer than a month. I mean, man, we've been waiting patiently. I know others have too.
For sure.
But they have to like the free membership. The people that sign up now, when the site's not up, they get in a free trial. So some people are in there right now that are loving an extra long free trial.
Absolutely. And the only way that you're really able to do that is you have to make sure to go hit up FixedEdge on social media. You can find them on Twitter at FixedEdge, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can also find them right here on YouTube. Who would have thought? Just search FixedEdge Investing and be able to hit that subscribe button for us. That way you can make sure you get all those latest lines and news and investing tips, man. So much going on. It's really exciting. We got a lot to talk about today, but
yep.
we got a little bit to squeeze. But before we can get to that, we actually have something exciting that we're going to do here. We haven't done this yet on Fixed Edge, and it's young age. We're going to do a T-shirt giveaway.
Nice.
You ever been a part of one of those T-shirt giveaways?
I didn't even know you were doing it, to be honest with you.
Surprise. This is what happens when you run the store, man. You know, I make all the merch and, you know, I do all that stuff. So, hey.
I got
T-shirt giveaway.
I guess I was out of town a little too long, huh?
Yeah, so you didn't even know. We even made Fixed Edge merch. That's available now at podcastcity.net/shop.
I knew we had merchandise.
Oh, yeah, of course.
We had polos.
Of course. Got all kinds of stuff going on.
Yeah.
Got all kinds of stuff going on. But to make sure you get yourself a Fixed Edge T-shirt, all you have to do is go hit this like button right here underneath the video. Has a big thumbs up. Go hit that for us on this live stream, as well as go hit that notification button right after you hit the subscribe button for Fixed Edge Investing here on YouTube. Do that, and then go comment done in the comments. That way, hey, you can win yourself a free T-shirt.
Can I win one?
Well, I'm sorry. You are the actual host of Fixed Edge. So.
Yeah, I know, but you're doing the T-shirt giveaway. Can I win it?
Oh, I mean, you do make a very valid point here.
I
mean, I guess you better go like, follow, and subscribe.
Done.
Man. Go like, follow, subscribe. Go comment, done. But a lot of great stuff.
I got enough shirts.
Oh, yeah, you got a bunch of shirts. I've seen your closet. It's crazy. But no, we got a lot to talk about today. But before we can even get to that, we did mention a little bit about the website. Do we have any updates about that?
Just getting the new guy taking over the project. I apologize. I had the guy. Everything was in detail, and then we get there and he's like, "Oh, I'm finished." I'm like, "You're finished? This isn't finished." So I could put it up right now. I just held off because I wanted to be ready. So we will. I will hope before May ends, but hopefully the first couple weeks in May. But I like to say we'll bring it to May unless this guy flakes out on me. I just can't imagine I get that unlucky. So coming in May this year. We'll bring you that Fixed Edge website where there'll be webinars, where there'll be tournaments. There's going to be a lot of stuff there. You'll be able to read lines, get your game lines there, injury reports, fastest news around when it comes to some of that stuff. And then also our insight, how we analyze a game. We'll break a game down for you, a webinar teaching you that. Teaching you about parlays, the parlay systems we have, and that stuff, So we got parlay systems, we got regular systems, we got 3-game system, 5-game system. It's all about the systems, man.
Oh yeah, it's always about the systems. If you got a good system and it works, you got to stick with it, don't you? So
if you don't have a system, you can't do this.
That's very true.
But so if you watch these people, they pop on and they're on social media part-time,
right?
And then they're not for this season, and then they come back for NFL, and then they're away. They really can't do this year-round. It's not.
Yeah.
It's
a lot of people
not,
can't handle it like that.
95%. I think it's 95 or 97. So, and not many people share tips and that kind of stuff either. They just kind of go, because if you can make money doing it, you don't need to sell it to no one. So that's the hint for everybody.
That's a good point.
For these guys that sell plays. If they're selling you a play, they can't hit,
Right. And that definitely makes sense, because hey, got to make the money somewhere, and if it were that easy,
you wouldn't need to sell them.
You wouldn't have to do nothing.
Bet it yourself,
exactly.
Right? If you had the winner, you don't need to sell them.
Exactly, you wouldn't have to do it to begin with. So it's like, come on.
But They do it. They sell their cards and their bangers and their blue whale bets that can't ever lose. You know. They got all
I
those.
know. It gets ridiculous. Absolutely.
We sell
ridiculous.
nothing. We give it all for free.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we have membership stuff, but they're really subscribing to be part of the inside info we get. Sometimes we get games sent over. I'm not going to say any more than that, but a lot of different stuff going on. You know, so when it's back up and running, people will be able to take a look, and we will, see where we go from there.
Absolutely, and definitely have a lot more on that once we're able to have more info on the website come up. But like I said,
bets? Are you putting in bets?
I've been looking at some, but I always try to go to you for the latest and greatest. And I heard there's some baseball games that are going to be going on today. And one in particular I wanted to talk about that I was looking at was Miami Marlins playing at the Milwaukee Brewers. Line right now at -112 for the Marlins. What do you think about this game?
So Sandy Alcantara, I think is how you say his name. Like Alcantara, I might say, got to roll it. I don't know. I like him. I like how he pitches. Zach Godley's going here for the Brewers. Brewers, a little better team this year than the Marlins, I think, as people know. I like the matchup. Godley coming back for his first time this year. He hasn't been that much of a stud ever, right? I mean, he throws meatballs, And, And so I don't know. He's had good performances, like any pitcher. He's definitely not a terrible one.
No, he's had highs and lows. It's just
he walks
this
a lot of
season.
guys.
Yeah,
and so I like the Marlins in this matchup with Sandy pitching. I think he probably goes 6-7 innings. Bullpen's pretty decent. And it's going to be tough. I think the hitting favors Milwaukee a little bit, but the way the line's moving, they got Miami favored a little bit. It's coming up a little with more of the money being kind of even, a little more sharp money on the Marlins. And in this industry, if you don't play with the sharps, you are a Joe. And Joes usually lose.
Oh, man.
So
it's like dodgeball, man.
Oh, yeah. And then sometimes they have a trap for the sharp and this and that. So two nights ago, I lost 2 6-teamers by one game.
2 6-teamers?
By one game. And one was the Dodgers -185 against the Reds at home.
Dude.
So, but last night, as they can see, I posted the ticket. We cashed a 6-teamer. So, the usual 6-teamer is what I said.
The usual? What do you mean the usual? Nobody just goes out there and does that.
I know, but, people that are with us know that, this is the second one this month. The other one paid 71 or 77, that's on there as well. So, we bang them out there. We do our best. Comes in, sometimes you get a few in a week, sometimes one a month. I don't know. But the ratio we use in our system, you'll make more money than you will lose it. You just got to play in a system. You can't go out there and bang these parlays.
Start going emotional with it.
Yeah, and then keep tallying up, and the next thing you know, by the time you win the parlay, you're just getting your money back.
Yeah, right.
It takes some. It's not like you just hit each one. You got to go through a system, and then that's where a lot of people lack, is they don't follow a system. They just shoot this, shoot that. They want to be the best at everything. Bet every sport.
And considering what I do for my day job as well, I see people do that, fly off the handle, go one way or the other, and act on emotion, on what they feel. But that's not always what's right. It's usually about...
I never remember that.
Yeah, it's always a crazy time down there.
Yeah.
But it's just crazy when you look at it that people will go that route instead of sticking to what works. And what's funny is the people that you see stick to what works are the ones that end up being successful. So, I
want a day job. I don't have a job.
No, look at you go.
I guess I'm not trying to rhyme. I do this all the time. No.
Well, at least you're not a mime.
But yeah, I enjoy what I do. I'll be able to break down games, help people out, mentor people that get stuck gambling, and you try to get them out of that path. I get that a lot, so I enjoy it. I enjoy giving and coaching, but I don't even get paid for that. I make money, obviously, with the sports. Coaching I do for free, and that championship game, man. But we get a rematch with that team this week, so I'll say no more. Yeah, we're going back to another tournament. Good. They'll be there, so I'll see them again this weekend.
Good.
We won't have to talk. Next episode, we can... Hey, listen,
we can celebrate.
If they have a line out there on us, bet us.
Do Do it. Just like you need to bet on all the great content platforms that you can find Fixed Edge on, which right now is YouTube. But huge announcement. We will be expanding into other avenues, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, all the other pathways and awesome ways that you're able to listen to podcasts on all the different apps, all the different sites, all the different streaming services. You'll be able to find Fixed Edge.
Are we on there yet?
Not quite, but it's coming soon. And
see, this guy, listen, if there's any ever delays on the technical side or we're not up on this thing or that thing, he's the
That's
blame,
me.
okay?
That's me.
If I'm out of town or whatever,
Yell at me.
but he's the guy in charge of all the back stuff here. All I can do is just bring you the games and teach you how to invest properly.
But we will have that up within the next week.
Sounds good.
Look at that. Put
Looking
a timetable on it.
Looking forward to it.
So-
I'm going to go listen to myself after I finish.
So expect the next time we have the content platforms segment on this show, there's going to be a lot more to talk about. So definitely stay up with us. Excuse me.
You don't got the corona, do you?
No COVID here.
Because it's now those times when people cough, it's like.
I know, you got to worry. You got to jump 10 feet.
You coughed almost.
Well, they say 3 feet now.
I thought you almost coughed on me.
No. I try to aim it away from everybody. Don't want to get anybody sick.
Wear your mask next time.
But for game 2, we got the Kansas City Royals and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Another one I was looking at. The Royals right now have the line at -118. What are your feelings about this one?
So this one is, I got to see who's pitching exactly.
Yeah, the pitching always really comes down to it. Pittsburgh Pirates, though.
So Mike Minor's going for, he's going for KC, and Keller's going for the Pirates. KC's the better all-around baseball team.
Mm-hmm.
That line's real low. I think they're trying to eat up some money on Kansas City. I think Pittsburgh did win, and we had them in our parlay ticket. So they did win last night. Mm-hmm. This line's pretty cheap. They're getting a lot of KCs, but that line hasn't went up higher, which means they're accepting all that money on Kansas City today, and they're not moving the line, so they're encouraging more Kansas City money, if that makes sense.
Right.
And there's some stronger money holding that line there on Pittsburgh. Again, with the Sharps. I play with the Sharps. I put them in systems as well, but I always play with the Sharps. Because at the end of the day, the house wins, right?
Right.
So that means the everyday average guy does not win.
Very true.
That's why I'm not want to be the average guy. I got to be above the average guy. So you play with the Sharps in order to succeed in this business. It's that simple. Whether they lose, doesn't matter. It's in a system, right? Mm-hmm. People don't know. They might go here today and listen. Last time you had me on your show, it was NFL. Because we haven't been breaking down games. So the last time I actually broke down games was NFL weekend.
Mm-hmm.
NFL weekend. I gave you 3 games, and what happened to those 3 games?
It all happened the way you said.
So but the good thing is, if it doesn't happen the way I say,
mm-hmm.
all you got to do is play inside our system, because you don't have to. This is baseball. We put them in tiers, and so if you guys follow the system, you won't have to worry about losing 1 game, losing 2 games, even 3, 4, 5 in a row.
Right.
That happens.
Yeah, it's going to happen. You have to have that expectation. Not everything's 100%, just as true as life. So at the end of the day, as long as you stick to the system, like we mentioned earlier, you're going to end up on top.
And we teach you there at Fixed Edge. It's that simple. But we're on the Pirates here today. We'll be on the Pirates here today, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So you know where to put it, guys. Go ahead. Pirates, put it on there. It's going to be some good stuff, man. But you know what else is great? Is all the great things that you can find at the Podcast City Network shop, including the latest Fixed Edge and the former Double Dime merch at podcastcity.net/shop. And lots of new items happening all day. As you see, I'm wearing my new Final Score shirt. This is the Black Mamba edition. And we have the great Fixed Edge polo over here, embroidered all awesomely. Mm-hmm. And we also have now a lot of T-shirts. And actually newly released today, the new Final Score logo hat. That's dropped today, the new snapback.
I want a Fixed Edge hat.
Oh man, we're gonna do that. That's gonna happen next.
Yeah.
So definitely keep your eyes out.
S Money initials on it.
Oh, we can get that.
I used to have my buddy got me one. That's where the name came from. Back in the day, was one of my gambling buddies. I was a huge gambler. We'll go into that story in another podcast. But
oh yeah,
that's how I learned. But anyways, he bought me the hat, and it had my area. It said S Money and a money sign, and it had the area code. I lived in 95 Florida. I was living in South Florida at that time. And so from there, it just grew. And then all my buddies and everybody, and I don't know.
No, that's some good stuff, man. But you're talking about like learning investing and things like that. What can you tell us about Investing 101?
So we're going to have a Fixed Edge university. And it's going to be like webinars and stuff. So when you're on the inside, you get to see all of what we're doing, how we're doing it, what systems we're putting in, and we just help build bankrolls. The key is that we must know what kind of bankroll you have. We're not going to tell you to go get, oh, you got 1,000, go get 500 on this one. It cannot lose, even when we're sure. See, because the plays that we have are all there for free, except for the ones that we have to pay for.
Right.
Every once in a while, we have to pay for something, and so then it comes out to the client for $100 or $50, just depending on the time and what the game's worth. But that's here or there. All the plays every day, the system plays, they're there, and that's how you make your money, right? You gotta stay inside the system. So if you don't have a system, stop doing it. Save your money.
Right.
It's that simple. Like,
you're probably gonna lose more than not at the end of the day.
Oh no, you are. I watch it all the time. People come, and I'm even helping them, and they're still losing. I'm giving them all the winners, yet they're still playing other stuff or poker or whatever, just whatever gambling, and they lose.
Now, do you feel that that's probably more the fact that, maybe they have more of a problem rather than being a smart investor?
Well, it's a lot mixed into one. Mm-hmm. See, I used to do it, and I knew what I was doing, but I wouldn't use money management. I'd just play them big, $5,000-$10,000 a game, right? And go back and forth. It's like a roller coaster. And I know people know what that's all about. Most people just start playing. If they're playing, cards, they're at the casino, then they're sports, they got a problem. But sometimes they just get mixed in with playing, and then they lose or they win. Boom, 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 they win. Quick, 2,000. Next thing you know, they're increasing their plays, right?
Right.
You guys know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
And then the next thing is 500 to play. The first play loses. So they try again for 500. They're like, I'm not going to lose back to back. They lose.
Yeah,
then they double down with 1,000.
Yep.
Right? Now they're in their pocket. So then they're like, oh, if I could just get even. So now they're down 1,000. But now they're playing to get even. Before you know it, it happens all the time. That's why Vegas. That's why pretty soon, everybody's going to be legal everywhere. Fubo, you've heard of Fubo TV or whatever.
Yeah.
They're trying to make
Fubo TV. Yeah, Fubo TV.
Trying to make betting apps and stuff.
That's going to be amazing. And you also already see a lot of things happening with FanDuel and DraftKings, and they're talking about bringing together, doing some crazy things. There's all kinds of stuff on the horizons right now.
Nothing bigger than FixedEdge. I promise you that.
Man. Oh yeah, nothing bigger.
So the ones that are with us. They know, what we're doing, how we're doing it, the systems. The ones that are new are kind of just getting the plays right now because they can't access the website, and so we don't charge them anything. So if you want to sign up, we'll get you some plays. Just kind of tell you to tier it in the regular money management until we can show you on the site and you can actually log in. A lot of big stuff up and coming. We're global now.
Oh yeah, international. Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a lot of exciting stuff. I don't want to make them come back. They'll see, but our site will be that one spot for whatever you need, and eventually have all the fantasy. We'll have it. It'll be an app. I mean, we're gonna go full blown with this. After the site got hacked, it kind of set us backwards, and then a bad web designer, and a little further backwards. But God is good, and we're gonna pursue, and He'll get us
keep
through
pushing.
It. Yeah,
and that's the
pushing,
big thing.
praying, pursuing.
That's
Three
right.
P's that you always got to do.
That's right. That's right. Triple P.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with that. Just like you can't go wrong with Podcast City Network, because FixedEdge is a proud member of Podcast City Network, and they're 20-plus independent podcast members across all genres of podcasting. You can find Podcast City Network on all major social media outlets, including Facebook at facebook.com/Podcast City Network, on Twitter and Instagram at Podcast City Net, and, of course, on YouTube by searching keyword Podcast City Network. And, oh, yeah, can't forget the website, podcastcity.net.
You got a website?
We have a website.
Man.
Yeah, I made it. I made it, man.
Why didn't you tell me?
Oh, I could have helped you this whole time. But you know what? As long as you stay creative, stay independent, and stay yourself, I think you'll be okay.
I'm trying. Thank you.
No problem. Got to stick together. But that brings us to our next segment, which is the 2021 NFL Draft, which is happening tomorrow starting at 8 p.m. and we'll be running through May 1st. Dude, so much excitement surrounding the NFL Draft. But there's something interesting they always have with the NFL Draft, and that's, well, actually with the NFL as a whole, and that's prop bets. And a lot of prop bets with the NFL Draft every year. Who goes first? What guys are going to wear?
Isn't that official? Who's going first?
Well, I mean, they say it's 100% going to be Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't pick anybody else. I know you probably got to lay high odds, but if I'm betting who's going first.
Oh, Trevor Lawrence all day.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
That's probably a bad bet, though. You probably got to lay a whole lot to win a little.
Yeah, just to make, lay out 1,000 to win 20 kind of thing.
No, lay 20 to win 1,000.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
But either way, though, It's going to be very interesting to see how the draft goes. What are some prop bets that you're looking at that you think might be interesting for this draft?
How many quarterbacks go in the first round? I mean, the first 10.
Yeah, there's a number of quarterbacks that could go.
I hear there could be 4 or 5.
Well, they're saying in the first round alone, this could break the record,
Right.
which I'm not going to let loose when that was or how many because that's being used for other stuff on other shows. But
I would say the over and under of quarterbacks in the first round is probably 4.5.
I would say 4.5.
And do you go over or under that?
Oof, me, I'd go over because I think Justin Fields still ends up being a first round pick. I just think he's going to be a late round pick.
Oh, no. Well, I said first 10.
Oh, I know you said first 10. I'm looking at. Oh, you're saying just the first 10. Oh, 4.5 in the first 10. I'm gonna take the under on that, just because Justin Fields is my slide pick of the draft. He's a guy.
So what if I said quarterbacks in the top 10, 3.5? Are you going over or under that? That's what I meant to say. That's probably better. I'm trying to rethink of, and we just switched from baseball. To
That depends
NFL.
upon Trey Lance, and I'm going to take the over because I think there's going to be monumental trades in the top
Okay,
10,
so
right?
We're gonna call it 3.5, and you go over.
And I'm going to go over just because of the fact that I already know the Panthers are shopping their pick and have already been in talks with New England.
The Niners are getting a QB.
Niners are definitely getting a QB.
Are they in the first?
They had the third pick after the monumental
Wait
trade
a
with the
minute
Dolphins
then.
and
It's
Eagles.
4.5 is the number. Are you going over and under 4.5? You're already naming 3 guys we know are going there.
Oh yeah, they're already going to go
So
right
4.5.
there.
Are you going over or under that number? That's the number. You can pick whatever you want. But now that
So if you want to set it at 4.5,
Yes,
officially,
yes.
we're saying official fixed edge 4.5 line.
over and under of how many quarterbacks go in the first 10.
Ooh, I'm gonna take the under. I'm gonna say it's gonna be 4 quarterbacks.
Okay, that's
So I'll take the under. It's gonna be 4 quarterbacks because it's gonna be, of course, Trevor Lawrence going number 1. We know Zach Wilson's going number 2, and presumably Mac Jones is my pick to go number 3. But you still have a Trey Lance sitting there, who I think is gonna end up being picked up in a trade.
The Niners are getting a QB.
Oh, Niners are going to QB no matter what. I'm saying Mac Jones.
Oh,
but
gotcha.
Trey Lance, I think, is going to get picked up by New England because New England right now is rumored to be trying to make a trade with Carolina for the 7th pick right now. They get that pick because Carolina does not need a quarterback at this point. I think we're going to see Trey Lance go to New England and be the new project of Bill Belichick. Then you see Justin Fields, who's the only other quarterback who could be taken, but I think he slides. I think he's going to slide all the way into the teens, possibly even the 20s before he gets picked up. He's an Ohio State quarterback.
Yeah.
And if you watched Final Score this past weekend, we went off about Justin Fields and the fact that Ohio State just can't produce good NFL quarterbacks. So
Yeah.
that's where we're at. What do you think? What do you think about that fact that Ohio State just can't put out those good quarterbacks?
I just think, they get the name, and, they show up, and then they play, and then to the NFL.
It just doesn't translate.
Never. What was the last guy out? His last 2 or 3 been bad.
Yeah, the last 2 or 3 have been.
See, I
bad.
forget them.
Braxton Miller.
Yeah.
Troy Smith, who was a Heisman winner.
Yeah.
And of course, who was the most? Dwayne Haskins, the most recent one.
Yeah, and he's already benched.
And he's now a backup in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
So there you go. So any other prop bets that you've been looking at for the NFL draft?
Who wins the coin flip? Is that the Super Bowl?
That's the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay. So they don't do the coin flip.
No
the
coin
little
flip.
balls. They don't do
No,
that
no
either.
balls, no gambling balls.
No balls,
I do.
yeah.
There is an interesting prop bet they always say happens. Now with the draft though, it's supposed to be happening semi-virtually this year, where there are some picks. A limited
Who's going to
number
be
of
in there?
picks.
Is Trevor Lawrence going to be there or not?
No, Trevor Lawrence has already stated
Oh.
he's not going to
So
be
that
there.
wouldn't have been a good bet.
Yeah, see, that would have been a good bet. But there's a lot of speculation on a couple of the others who were invited.
You got to let me know what we're doing so I know how to cue it in,
Got you. I got
Okay.
you. I'll make sure to keep you in on that one. But
Because everything's just
no,
raw here.
Trevor Lawrence though said he's definitely going to do it at home though. So he's going to be at
Going to
home.
do what at home?
He's going to be doing the draft at home.
Doing the draft
He'll have
at
TV cameras though in his home, so ESPN's going to be there. Of
Like
course.
this, like they're here now.
Just like this here now. Except there'll be like us though. We don't have a full production team, so there'll be a producer and
we do.
camera person.
We got Mike in the back there and
and-
Brian over there.
Oh yeah, you're right. There's Mike Bryan and there's
What?
Justin way over there. So
Justin's way out there.
Justin's way out there.
Yeah.
Don't mind Justin.
Yeah.
But either way,
Not
though,
Fields.
another one, another one that always ends up being an interesting prop bet that I've noticed is what color tie the number 1 pick ends up wearing if they wear a suit. Because typically the top picks that I get invented at the draft are always wearing
won't be in a
suits.
suit.
I don't think Lawrence will be in a suit, but I'm going to go right now and say, do you think, I'm going to make it easy. It's going to be one of 3. You have a 33% chance of winning. Does he wear a purple Clemson shirt? Does he wear a white Clemson shirt? Or does he wear an orange Clemson shirt?
I think he's in a Jaguar shirt.
Oh, he said he's going to wear a Jag shirt off rip?
Yes.
Oh, man, look at that bet.
I think he knows he's there.
Oh, I know that hat's already ready to go and
What
ready
color
to
shirt
be
you got?
thrown right on. And they got some good draft caps this year. I really like the draft caps.
Okay,
this
so
year.
we're gonna go purple.
You gonna go purple?
Yeah.
Oh, he's saying purple.
Yeah, I'll pick one of your questions, so we'll see.
Purple, purple, purple. I'm gonna go orange. I think he's gonna be an orange. He always seems to like the orange. I don't know, but then again, I could be wrong. The hair looks nice on the purple.
The purple, purple.
Oh my goodness! But yes, the NFL draft will be starting tomorrow, 8 p.m. You can also catch me on the Brew Party podcast tomorrow night, as I will be talking about the Philadelphia Eagles draft pick. So I'll be on there at some point. So definitely keep your eyes peeled right near the 10 to 12 mark. You should see your boy up there on the Brew Party podcast. But yeah, man, a lot of great stuff that's going to be happening, as well as the Final Score podcast is going to end up happening. But before we can get to any more of that, we got to thank everybody for watching Fixed Edge right now. And, episode 15, trying to be great supporters. And if you want to be able to get in on Fixed Edge, you got to talk to this guy and reach out on social
We're around,
media.
yeah, we're around. I'll get to you, or our other guy will get to you. But we're around. We got to get ready for this 140 Miami Marlins game.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are out there investing today, use a wise bankroll. Get on the Marlins, get on the Pirates. We got some other stuff going on today, all across all the sports. If you want to be in on that, just send us a DM, send us an email, fixededgeinvesting@gmail.com. You can DM us on Twitter, on any of them, Facebook, Instagram, and we'll get right back with you. So other than that, man, we're going to go watch. I'm going to go watch some baseball. I don't know what you're
I'm definitely going to watch some baseball.
So, and it's Wednesday. Baseball starts now. There's already a game in action, I think, Cleveland, Minnesota.
Yep. And our first game starts in 10 minutes, so we're definitely going to have to hop on that. So definitely make sure to check back with Fixed Edge next Wednesday between noon and 1 o'clock, we'll say, depending upon how things shake out. But definitely make sure to keep an eye out for the episode graphic that's going to drop on Twitter on the Fixed Edge social media account @FixedEdge. So definitely make sure to check that out. But, man, until then, I'm Chris.
then.
That's S Money.
We'll see you later, guys. Enjoy Baseball Wednesday.
Podcast City Network.